We created the exhibition Asian Youth in Public Spaces, which celebrates the end of a 5-year-long project titled Genesis. Despite working on the same overarching themes, that is youth and public spaces in late socialist East and Southeast Asia, Genesis contributors engaged in very different research topics.
All the photos in the exhibition were taken by researchers associated with the Genesis project. So the challenge for us as we were preparing the exhibition was to create a cohesive narrative out of very heterogeneous material. So for example, what does a beer-drinking punkster have in common with skaters in Hanoi? Or what does a group of university students practicing calligraphy in Beijing have in common with young monks performing traditional dances in rural Laos?
At first glance, these photos do not share much, for each contributor shows us different ways of being young and performing youth in Vietnam, Laos and China. However, at a deeper analysis, young people in these countries have a lot of surprising similarities, for they use and appropriate public spaces for the same purpose. They want to express themselves despite the social and political constraints of these highly authoritarian regimes.
So in this cluster, which is entitled Aesthetics of Disorder, we put together photos that might disrupt cliches that we could have about Asian youth, and also to show that Asian youth sometimes engage in practices that could also disturb norms of so-called civilized behavior in urban spaces.
The idea behind this cluster, which is titled Placemaking in the City, is how did young people come up with strategies to appropriate public spaces in an urban context characterized by rapid urbanization.
So with this exhibition, we hope that we did justice to the complexities of an overgeneralized category such as that of Asian youth, offering stories of flesh and blood individuals embedded in everyday context and collective spaces.